don't choose the time, the place. We don't choose the opponent. Well, you know what I choose? I choose violence. From the first snap to the last whistle.
The stage is set. The Eagles want redemption. The Chiefs want a dynasty, and Super Bowl 59 is about to deliver fireworks. But before the battle begins, 5 burning questions could decide it all. Can the Chiefs stop the unstoppable Saquon Barkley? Will the Eagles contain playoff Mahomes? Buckle up, we're breaking it all down. But first, hit that like and follow for more Super Bowl coverage. Let's start with the biggest X factor, Saquon Barkley. The Eagles superstar running back has dominated, rushing for 2,000 yards this season, just 30 shy of Terrell Davis's record. And on his birthday, Super Bowl Sunday, he'll look to add to his 5 playoff touchdowns. But the Chiefs haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher in 18 straight games. If they keep that streak alive, Kansas City could secure another Super Bowl victory. Patrick Mahomes has a playoff secret weapon, his legs. In the regular season, he averages just 20 rushing yards per game. But in the postseason, that jumps to 29 yards. In the AFC Championship against Buffalo, he ran for a career-high 43 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Eagles' defense must contain Mahomes when he scrambles. In his last 2 Super Bowls, he ran for 44-plus yards each time. Last year, he led the Chiefs with 66 rushing yards and made clutch plays late. If Philly can't stop him, it could be a long night. Now, let's talk about an underrated factor, the kickers. We've seen Super Bowls come down to a single field goal before, and this one could be no different. Harrison Butker was clutch last year, hitting all 5 extra points and the game winner. But he missed his last 3 kicks from 50-plus yards. Jake Elliott hasn't fared much better, going just 1 for 8 from that range. If this Super Bowl comes down to a long kick, nerves will run high. If the Chiefs stack the box to stop Barkley, Jalen Hurts will have to rely on his receivers. And while A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith are elite talents there, playoff numbers tell a different story. Brown has never had a 100-yard playoff game as an Eagle and has just 2 touchdowns in 6 postseason starts. Smith holds the franchise record for playoff receiving yards, but he hasn't even crossed 55 yards in these playoffs. If the Chiefs shut down the run, can Philly's receivers step up and deliver? Last but not least, when the pressure's on, who delivers? Kansas City thrives in close games thanks to Mahomes' unmatched clutch performances. He ranks second in playoff history with 7 game-winning drives. Even scarier, he's a perfect 7-for-7 when leading a game-tying or go-ahead drive in the final minute or overtime. Even if the Eagles jump out to an early lead, history says it doesn't matter. Mahomes is 3-1 when trailing by double digits in the Super Bowl. All other quarterbacks in history, just 4-48. If this game is close late, the Eagles will have to be nearly flawless to outlast the Chiefs. There you have it. 5 burning questions that will define Super Bowl 59. Can the Chiefs stop Saquon Barkley? Will the Eagles contain Mahomes? And if it's a last-minute drive, can Philly outclutch Kansas City? Drop your predictions below. Like and subscribe for all your Super Bowl coverage. Now how the Kansas City Chiefs can stop Saquon Barkley in Super Bowl 2025.
As time now locates Barkley out of the backfield. Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first down. Lifting up in the air to the 30. A gain of 14 for Barkley.
It's the Super Bowl. The crowd is electric. The Kansas City Chiefs are on defense. And across the line of scrimmage stands Saquon Barkley, the Philadelphia Eagles' unstoppable force. This season, he's been a nightmare for defenses, racking up over 2,000 rushing yards for. If the Chiefs want to win back-to-back championships, they must do what no team has done all year, stop Saquon Barkley. But how? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about what makes Barkley so dangerous. He's not just fast, he's explosive. His acceleration lets him burst through the line in a blink. His lateral quickness? Almost unfair. He changes direction like a video game character. leaving defenders grasping at air. But he's not just a finesse runner. Barkley's contact balance is elite. He can absorb hits, bounce off defenders, and keep moving. And let's not forget, he's a receiving threat too. This season, he's added nearly 300 receiving yards to his total, making him a matchup nightmare 6. So how do the Chiefs contain him? It starts up front. Chris Jones is the Chiefs' wrecking ball. If he can consistently disrupt the Eagles' offensive line, it forces Barkley to hesitate. And hesitation is the last thing a running back wants. The Chiefs' defensive tackles need to win their battles early, collapse the pocket, force Barkley to change his angles, and take away his preferred lanes. Behind the line, Nick Bolton becomes the most important player on the field. He's the Chiefs' top tackler, and his job is simple but brutal. Track Barkley, meet him at the point of attack, and wrap up. The Chiefs cannot afford to let Barkley get into the second level, where he's lethal. Bolton must be disciplined, avoiding overpursuit that lets Barkley cut back for big gains. The Chiefs should consider using L'Jarius Sneed in a hybrid role. Sneed's versatility, his ability to play corner, safety, and even linebacker in certain formations, makes him an ideal candidate to help limit Barkley in the passing game. Assigning Sneed to shadow Barkley on key downs could force the Eagles to rely more on their other weapons. Here's a counterintuitive truth. One of the best ways to stop Barkley is to force Jalen Hurts to throw the ball. The Chiefs' goal should be to stack the box early and stop the run on first and second downs. If they can force the Eagles into obvious passing situations, they take Barkley out of the equation. The more the game rests on Hurts' arm, the better the Chiefs' chances. Finally, turnovers change games. Barkley is usually reliable with ball security, but the Chiefs' defense should go after strip attempts aggressively. A well-timed punch from a defender could swing momentum and take the ball out of Barkley's hands at a crucial moment. Stopping Saquon Barkley isn't easy. No team has done it consistently all year, but if the Chiefs can control the line, track him with Bolton, use Sneed as a wild card, force Hurts to pass, and create turnovers, they might just have the formula to contain the Eagles' biggest weapon. So what do you think? Can the Chiefs shut down Barkley and win another Super Bowl? Let me know in the comments. And if you love in-depth football breakdowns, hit that like button and subscribe us for more. See you on game day.
If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we appreciate you.